Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are again working on Project Atom, and we're going to be doing a fuel filter change. So I've been wanting to do it just because when I start to get low on fuel, it takes me a little longer to crank up the Civic, and I'm hoping this fixes the issue. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Alright, so first thing we want to do is we're going to relieve the pressure out of the fuel system. So we're going to disconnect our negative side of the battery and open up our fuel cap. We'll remove our fuel cap so to relieve the pressure. So, alright, so got a 10mm socket on a ratchet here. Just gonna loosen that, pop that off. I'm gonna go ahead and open this and just relieve the pressure out of the fuel system. Alright, so here's everything you are gonna need tool wise. I got a 1/4 inch ratchet, 3/8 ratchet, a 14mm wrench, a small extension, a 10mm socket, and a 17mm socket. This is going to be for your Banjo bolt. This is going to be for the bracket, the fuel filter bracket. And this is obviously going to be for your fuel line on the bottom. So let's go ahead and break that top one loose. So just to help with room, we're going to go ahead and remove our intake hose. We're going to go ahead and completely remove that fuel line out of the way for now. Alright, so this nut right here, well, this fitting right here is 14mm, and then the one on the actual filter is a 19. Unfortunately, I do not have one, but it should still work. Just to break it loose, which I already have. I did spray it down with PB Blaster because it was pretty tight. Another thing I would recommend, buy some line wrenches. I used to have a set, I don't know what happened to it, but it makes jobs like these so much easier. Alright, there's that all the way out. I believe there's a clamp holding this on. So let's have a look at that. Alright, so you guys can barely see it right here. There's a 10mm bolt for this clamp. right here. We're gonna go ahead and loosen that, and that should release our fuel filter. There we go. There's our fuel filter all out. Try not to leave any tools in there, but there is our old fuel filter. Alright, so here we have our old fuel filter and our new one. I always, like I say, try to go OEM, so if you guys do decide to do that, there is the part number for the fuel filter, and then inside comes with a little baggie. And we got a new washer for the clamp bolt, it looks like, and then 2 crush washers for the Banjo bolt. That's going to go on top. And then there is the part number for the crush washers right there. Again, I got these from Honda Parts Now. Pretty much where I get most of my OEM Honda parts, just because price is really decent. Like this fuel filter, I think normally is around 40, and I think it was like 20, so with shipping it came out to be about the same if I would have gotten from the dealership. So check them out. I'll try to remember to leave a link for the actual fuel filter kit, but let's go ahead and finish this job up. Alright, so in my case I didn't have to remove the clamp all the way. I figured it'd be easier that way. So pretty much we're just going to do the reverse process now. So make sure this snaps into there. This one for some reason actually has 2 washers. I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that was, so we might just leave that as is. That could have made it a little easier to reach that. But I think we finally got it started. Yeah, we did. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this all the way back up, and I'll be right back. one thing I forgot to mention is when you're putting your fuel filter in, make sure you automatically already go into the fuel line. I had already done that. And then you want to hand tighten this before you go ahead and start using your wrench. Because with fuel lines or brake lines or anything like that, it's really easy to cross thread, and if you do, you run into a whole mess of problems. So just be very careful with these lines. Alright, looks like we're all the way on there. Now you're going to take your Banjo bolt and your crush washers. So we actually still got one on here that we need to get off. There we go. So one's going to go on top of your line, and then the other on the other side. Just like that. I'm not exactly sure on the torque on this. I'll look it up in just a little, but that should be fine there. We're gonna go ahead and put our intake hose back. And then finally just crank the car up and check for leaks. But let's go ahead and crank her up and check for leaks. Almost forgot, we're not gonna go anywhere if we don't reconnect our battery. Alright, now let's try to crank it. Because one is home to the train and phone dog. Alright, so by the looks of it, looks like we are good. Alright, so I hope you guys found the video useful. It is a pretty simple fix, as long as you guys have the right tools. And the only problem you might have is that fuel line might be a little bit hard to break. I would suggest adding some PV blaster, might just letting it sit. And like I said earlier, some line wrenches would help a lot. But apart from that, a simple fix. This car has about 170,000, so it's definitely due. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, hit the like button, leave some comments, and if you guys aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys on the next one.